live from the new building that is currently under construction still, because there's a lot of stuff I still need to do for it, and I'll be monitoring here. So I bet this is Alex watching. So let's go ahead and look through the building, and I know I still have a lot of stuff to do. Oh, good God. How did I know it was Alex? Oh, God. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the building and see what's here. So here is the main office, which you all probably seen in a previous video. Going to be converted. Like all these couches and stuff right here are going to be removed, except for a couple of them, of course. But gosh, I'm lagging really bad. But in here is going to be the nurse's office, and then in here is going to be the office bathroom. And then through here, this is probably where the break room is going to be. I'm not sure if I'll move it back or not. And then in here is an assistant principal's office. Oh, I don't know what happened to the chairs in there. And then in here is the principal's office. And in here is another assistant principal's office. And where the medium and small conference room used to be, I don't know what rooms are going to be in here just yet. So if you got any suggestions for me, just comment. Just say something in the comment section over there. And I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the break room where it is. I'm not for sure yet. I haven't debated on on actually moving it. And this is a new addition, kind of. Like the stairwell being like this. So let's head on up to the second story. And this is kind of a new addition too, like these corner windows. Yes, in the live stream comments, Alex. And on the second story, it's going to be the media center. And this building is going to share the gym with the high school. And we might head over there in just a little bit, but I'm not for sure yet. So I don't know what's going to be in this corner. And as you can tell, I still have a lot of work to do to the building itself. And here's just, as you can tell, I don't have any lots in here just yet. Just yet. Alex is spamming my comments over here. Who's the other one watching on here? I can't tell. And here And also another thing about this building, I don't know how I'm gonna fit like classroom stuff in here because like some of the classrooms are so small, like you can't even fit a desk in there or something. Here, I'll try to get to one that my point is trying to get to. I think it's on the 3rd story because there's nothing on the 4th story just yet. Yeah, because these look kind of smaller. Anyways, I'm gonna get in detail about this room first before I go anywhere else. This room, there's a 50-50 chance that it could be a computer lab, and there's a 50-50 chance that it could be a science lab. I'm not for sure yet on this, but I'll get back with you when the building is done. Because of course y'all know I have to do a video when the building is done. So I think, yeah, this is what I mean. Like, see, some of the classrooms are so small you can't even fit like but a couple desks in here, and then the teacher's desk. Same for this one, especially this one right here, because look how small it is. It could basically just be an office. This one, I don't know if it could be a classroom or not. I'm still debating. And this one could be an office. This one could be just a tiny classroom. The bathrooms are the same on all floors. Band room. That could be a good idea. Because that's also what the high school needs too, is a band room. So that's a good idea there. Thanks. That's actually a real good idea. And up here is where the elementary school classroom, elementary school lunchroom is going to be. So I still don't know where like the kitchen's going to be just yet. Probably it's going to be in this corner over here. But I'll get back to y'all with that as soon as I have the answer for that. And here is the same thing as the high school. It's going to be like counters, cash register, kind of like a concession stand kind of thing. Then in here it's going to be storage. So pretty much it's the same thing as the high school. Now we'll head over to the high school since we get back to ground level. In just a second. So now let's head on over to the high school. And I'm going to actually compare these two buildings because they look very similar to each other. So now we are in the high school, which y'all know I already stole the idea of Floyd Central about this. And that's why Pitbull Elementary looks just the same, because this is how I build stuff now. And here, it's the office. And here's the nurse's station. bathroom. Assistant principal in here. And here is another assistant principal. And here is the office bathroom. Break room. Y'all seen this building 1,000 times, so I'm not going to go too in detail about it. Principal's office. And I'll actually describe a few ideas I have for this building. Well, I actually do have a few options. The lunchroom, which we are currently in right now, it could either go upstairs, then the media center could be down here, or the media center could be upstairs, and the lunchroom can remain down here. So I want to let you all decide for me, and according to the amount of people who says lunchroom upstairs and then media center downstairs, or lunchroom downstairs and media center upstairs, I will get back to you on that. Same 7 the lobby there. Okay. But yeah, as you've seen this building, y'all have seen this building 1,000 times, so I'm not gonna go too in detail. But I want to tell you about what I have for an idea on the 4th floor. And I might do it live on here so y'all could see me do it. And here is the 2nd story, where some of the classrooms are. And Alex, this is Miss Hamilton's room. And then next door to Miss Hamilton's is Miss Sumner's, which they're not going to be at Betsy next year. Betsy Hospital. Yep. So now we're getting into like the same as Betsy High School, and then on the 3rd story I just made it up. Now we are going to go into Miss Justice's room, which I really didn't know what her room looks like, so I just made it up. This is supposed to be Miss Justice's room. And now we are going to go over to Mr. Fields' room, which is next door. Well, in real life, Miss Justice's room is over there, and then Mr. Fields' room is over here in person. So yeah, and actually Mr. Fields' room used to be over here, but I moved it. Well, if I don't miss the door. So these 2 rooms are still empty. I still don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Well, this one has a desk and stuff in it, but that was from when I used to have the classroom. Now we're going into Miss McKinney's room. And this furniture in here is like really, really old. And in my new buildings, I'm going to be using newer stuff. And yes, except for the smart board, that's the same board I'm going to be using. The same computers, of course. Probably these same desks too. I'm not for sure, but we'll see whenever. Yeah. Now let's go on to third story, which is where the computer lab, well, there is a computer lab and science lab is at. So, yeah, here is, well, shoot, I hate how fast the camera is when you're up high. So here is the science lab, which is not the same as Betsy Lane. Well, the second story to this building is basically almost a replica of Betsy Lane because most of the classrooms down there. Then here, I just turned the light off in general because really the light doesn't shine bright enough in here. I don't know why it didn't. I guess it burned out on me. Then we are going into Mr. McCoy's and Mr. Hamilton's room. Then this room I just made up. And now, well, it don't look like it, but this is Miss Mims' computer lab. It's on the third story of the building, which it used to be on the fourth floor, but, I mean, the first floor. Hang on. But anyways, that's what that is. And in here is the photo studio for the high school. Then in here could possibly be the band room. I'm not for sure, but it possibly could be. Now, let's go ahead and go up to the fun room. Now, this room is going to be under renovation here shortly. Basically, I'm going to be creating the media center out of just this corner of the room. So, it's still going to be the fun room, but the media center is going to be up here. I'm not sure of how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah. And then there's a single computer. I'm brain dead right now. TV up here. And of course, we have tower surveillance. And this is what I meant about this room. This room is actually going to be in the elementary school too. And then this storage room is going to be basically basically this building is a flip-flop. The new building is a flip-flop of this building, pretty much. Alex keeps saying okay in the chat. But well, I went the wrong way. Now let's go back down to ground level. We may go over to the gym, which is the new part of Betsy Lane High School that just recently got built. And yeah. So just stay tuned. And I want to get my character. And yes, my character is very sad at the moment because he just lost somebody. 1 like equals 1 prayer. So let's go ahead and head on over there. Stop your moaning. Alex just keeps agreeing with me throughout the whole thing. So now let's go over to Willow Creek. And let's go on over. Oh, and by the way, this is one of the very first versions of Pitbull High School. Now let's go over to Pitbull High School Gym, which is basically a replica of Betzoin High School. Betzoin High School's new gym. So yes, it's pretty much Betzoin High School except for the O part, which here shortly, I don't know when, but it's gonna be sometime, maybe next month or so. I'm gonna try to build Betzoin High School, the old part. I'm gonna attempt it, but I'm not sure of how it's gonna turn out. So now we are at the gym. Let me hide my character away. Let me put him over here so we can view it. Where's that lady going to? I think she's going to, or whatever. Okay, so anyways, here we are at the gym. I think I actually labeled it as a let me make sure I didn't. Oh, okay, I didn't. Okay. I went off live. I'm gonna go back live now. Okay. So now we are here at the gym. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now, Alex here, which is my friend that's in the chat right now, knows this place. Me and him both knows it very, very well. Don't we, Alex? And here's the new office. And here I guess it's going to be like a security office or something. That my version of it. I'm not for sure yet. But anyways. And I don't think this is done. Nope. And it is not done. Rest in peace. I've been busy working on other stuff and I completely forgot to finish this. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to go into detail about this building because some of us, and I barely even visit this building, so basically, oh, this is not finished either. Oh god. Okay, so this building clearly has a lot of work to do to it. So basically here is just going to be storage, and as you can tell, I don't have no lighting in here. And here is the photo studio for this building. And here is just going to be storage, locker room, same from here, locker room, concession stand. And see what I mean? Oh, never mind. I said it and it started doing it. God bless. Okay, but anyways, I have speakers so that, like, let's say there's a dance going on here, and someone comes out here to get something from the concession stand, like a student, clearly, and they can still hear the music from out here. So let's just say that. That's what that is for. So yeah, and there's TVs everywhere for like announcements of games and stuff like that. What? Then the bathrooms are, well, same as Bettswane High School is on the new part. And I also have a new lot, which is these. I'm planning on replacing every like bathroom that I've ever built, like, into this. What, Alex? God bless. So now let's go ahead and go our way to the second part of Pitbull High School. So, well, Pitbull High School is yeah, which is pretty much Bettswane High School new part. I have the actual lot from Bettswane High School new part here, and then bathrooms are still the same. Well, kind of the same, kind of not. So yeah, and then there's a balcony where you can just look over, and in the real life counterpart of this school, you can look out and then you can see the old part, but in this counterpart, you could see a pond, swamp area is what I would call it, swamp area. And then originally the new part right there would be Mr. Akers' office, and back where I said it was going to be storage, that will be Mr. Roberts' office. Goes remove alert. What? So anyways, here is the gym, which it don't have basketball goals just yet because I don't have the pack for the basketball goals. Goes remove alert. Okay then. And then for some odd reason it would not let me put the stairs on this side, so I had to put them over there. And right here, this little hole in the real life counterpart. This was originally where I'd be doing archery, but I could not make it big enough because a lot, as you can tell, I had to like smooth it out the rest of the way. So that sucked. What's remove alert? Could you tell me that? But anyways, the basketball goals are coming short, are going to come shortly. But yeah. Wait, can't forget who? Are you talking about Jakers? And basically this is like a dance thing, because like this is basically, that's basically all you could do in this gym as of right now, is just dance. It's pretty much all you can do. But what are you talking about for him? Oh, you don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Who? Jakers or? Alex, I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about Jakers, no, I couldn't have forgotten him. Or Mr. Roberts. I don't know what you were talking about. I'm talking about, like, in the real life high school, like, back there where I said it was going to be storage. Like, back in the back here. Um, that was that's Mr. Roberts' office. Oh, Acres? Here, I'll show you where Acres' office is. It's not really Acres' office in this kind of part. It's gonna be used as a locker room. But originally in the real life counterpart, Mr. Acres' office will be right here. So here's where Mr. Acres' office will be. Don't call me bonehead, that's insulting. So, and here, well, if Carol was still working, there will be Carol's office. But she retired. So, okay, you got to see Mr. Acres' office. Whoopee. But it's gonna be used as a locker room in this kind of part. So, yeah, this is basically Betzoin High School, the new part in The Sims 4. And now, I'll probably showcase the church and the old church, old church's lunchroom, then Pitbull nightclub, then what used to be Pitbull Elementary, and then that whole area, and I'll probably be done for tonight. So once all that's done, this would equal out to be around probably about, I would say, almost an hour. Probably about 50 minutes. I don't know. It's according to how long I talk and like try to describe it and stuff. It said their names. Yeah, but they don't know who I'm talking about though. I said Jakers, but they don't know who really I'm talking about. And I said Mr. Roberts, don't know who really I'm talking about. If that makes sense. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and go over to, where the old church used to is. Well, I want to first show the new church, then the old church lunchroom, Pitbull nightclub. Then I'm going to go over to the old Pitbull Elementary School, and then that whole area, and then I'll be done for tonight. Well, I might show my new house. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Alex, you're stupid. Wait. Yeah, here's the new church. So we'll go on over to the new church first. Then I'll show you all through it, and I'll describe what I'm gonna do. Cause I'm not done with that. I'm not done with that building, to be honest with you. Cause like I still have to flip the doors around, cause I was kind of mixed up with the bathrooms. So that's still mixed up to this day. So, yeah. while we're waiting for this to load, I just want to say thank you all for watching my live stream. I really appreciate the views, and I really like how you all respond fast to my videos and stuff, especially how I share it on Facebook and to the Facebook page. I know I don't post much to Twitter because I kind of forgot my password to Twitter and Instagram. I hardly post anything to Instagram. So let's go on over into FreeCam and let's view it. So now we are able to view the church, and I will go in depth with it. Alex, don't you laugh at me again. But anyways, I know. What do you mean by I know? So let's go ahead and view the church. Let's go inside. Here's the main entrance to the church. I just quit using that V word entirely because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. So the bathrooms here are okay, but the bathrooms over in the lunchroom part, they're not okay because I screwed them up completely. And I found a way to get that stop glitching, so let's go ahead and go up to like the second story view or third story or whatever. So as you can tell, I had this set up for a wedding and I still have it set up for a wedding. I need to take all this down, honestly, because obviously I can't have a wedding in here. So yeah. And I know I was just gonna go over that one building, but I thought to myself, why not just go ahead and go through all the other buildings as well. So pretty much, it's just a basic church building, and this is really supposed to replace the old church. This is the whole purpose of that building. That way I can like combine the lunchroom and the church in one building together. So this is the whole purpose of this church. And the old church and the old church lunchroom, I still have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. But it's going to be quite challenging to know what I'm going to do with it. I really don't know. I might turn it into houses for all I know. So for those of y'all that's just joining in, I'm just basically going through all my buildings that I've built in The Sims. And these buildings, this is one of my recent buildings I've built so far. And yeah, and I still have some work to do to it. I'll show you all in a minute. I'll show you all right now what mistakes I've made. Okay, so you see the bathrooms, right? This is really supposed to be the men's, and as you can tell, the doors are flipped, and this is really supposed to be the women's. And as you can tell, I don't have the mirrors, and I don't even have the toilets in there yet. So that was a mistake I made. And then here's the new church's lunchroom, as y'all seen in the previous video. And then here's the kitchen. And like I said, I try to stay with the flow like of my buildings and stuff. And then here is like where the lunch ladies would put the food and stuff, and then that's where they get it and then take back to the table. And now, since this church is fully been thrown, or whatever word, we can now go over to the old church. Oh, and this is something I failed to show, which was the sign to the church. And I know it don't match what it has on the side there. I don't really know what it says, to be honest with y'all. So yeah. So let's go ahead and go over to where the old church is. Also, my character needs to lighten up a little bit. Well, where the old church is as of right now. I don't know what I'm going to turn it into, like I said. But if you got any suggestions for me of what to turn it into, just go ahead and say it in the chat. I'll probably be streaming till like 1:30. Because if the amount of time it takes for me to go through each and every single thing I built, like, I still have to like spawn in some things. Like, where the high school is right now used to be the original location for my house. Then I moved over here, which this is my, well, when it loads. This is actually the family I started out with, but it was actually using my real name. But that character died off when I had the house over here, and then that's when I built this over here, moved over here. Then my the character that I was using, brother, moved over here. So yeah, it's a long story of how it went. Alex, you can't say stuff like that in the chat. When it says it's held for review, don't say stuff like that. So now let's go over to the old, where the old church is. And I'm getting called right now, which I'm not gonna answer. Anyways, y'all will see a big difference in the church. Like, there's nothing in it whatsoever, and I still need to do some work to it, like remove the fence and everything. I don't know what it's gonna be I don't know what it's gonna be turned into as of right now. And I always hide my character just so that he won't be in the way. And I always pause it too, so nothing will be in the way. So now let's go ahead and check out the old church. And I almost did what I did in the previous video. God almighty, I'm stupid. And as you can tell, this church had no railings at all. I didn't even have it to begin with. So, as you can tell, this is the entrance of this church. There's nothing in what used to be the bathrooms. And pretty much, I want to set it up as a blank canvas like I have the lunchroom. As you can tell, there's not a thing left behind. It all got moved, except for some of the speakers I need to take down. This place brings back a lot of memories. Remember, I had a wedding in here, and I don't know why, in God's name, why it won't let me have a wedding in the new church. Hey, there's my mom's character. So, anyways, here's the here's the church's lunchroom, what used to be. And I just now realized there's a toilet paper left behind. Anyways, as you can tell, I already set everything back to like a fresh canvas. There's not a thing in here. Now, let's go over to the original building where the original Pitbull High School used to stand. Well, the original plan for this was going to be a office building, which it was converted to before it got converted into a nightclub. So now let's go into Pitbull nightclub, shall we? So here's Pitbull nightclub, and as you can tell, some of the stuff is left behind from way back when it used to be high school. And some of the stuff never even got touched. Let's say, for instance, this room, it never ever got touched. And I finally put a bathroom downstairs, which originally the only bathrooms that was even here was the ones that's on the 3rd story. And I did not mean to do that intentionally, but that's just what it came out to be. And now here is what the building looks like. And I'm still embarrassed of what happened right here when I recorded that video. My mic just completely came out of my controller, and then it just all went to poop. And then here's the 3rd story, which there was never a 4th story to this building, so yeah. And this is the original bathrooms, where the original bathrooms used to be. So yeah, let's get through this. This is the last building on this street I'm gonna show, and then we are gonna go over to what used to be the elementary school, which is now, I don't know what it's gonna be. Probably an office building I'm going to convert it to. But this building has went through several changes. Several changes. And then here in a little bit we'll be able to see what it originally looked like. And yeah. So let's head over there now. Let me get my depressed character. I swear, my character needs to lighten up. Okay, so now since we're in this view, let's head on over here. Hashtag toilet paper in the wall. I didn't realize that was still there. But now we'll be able to see the original building of what Pitbull High School looked like back in the day when it first became an official thing. Which you can go back and watch like previous videos, and you can see what it used to look like. I mean, watch that video and then watch what it looks like now. I mean, it has came a long way since then. A very long way. So let's get my character out of the way. Well, is he coming or not? Okay, there he is. Okay, so let me free cam it. And I did change this building a little bit, but not much. So let's go ahead and see what Pitbull High School used to look like way back in the day. This is the location of the grade school at the moment, until the new building is finished. So now we're inside what used to be the high school, and I kind of changed it up a bit. Like it didn't have these lights to begin with, but as you can tell, the stereo is missing. Just pushed back a little bit more. So, yeah, as you can tell, the office really hasn't changed a bit since way back in the day. The nurse's station hasn't changed. And that office hasn't changed. Wait, what? What is this gonna be? Wait, I don't remember any of this. Well, okay, the original building, I think I've changed it a bit, so... No. Yeah, I removed the door to the principal's office. So I don't know what's back here now. Okay, since we are back out here... I think this is still like the break room, yeah. 10-minute break area. Just a single refrigerator. And I changed the stairwell too, to over here. And as we rise from the stairwell, we could tell it's changed a little bit, but not much. And please note there is no science lab in this building or anything like that. And here's what the computer lab used to look like way back in the day. Way back in the day. I mean, I remember I used to come here all the time and just hang out and stuff. And here is back when it used to actually be a classroom. And these are the original windows. And here's what this classroom used to look like. And it was just these long tables and just with one single chair. And here is what the summoner's room used to look like. Well, I guess it used to look like that. Okay. And then way down here, I don't recall, I think this is Miss Justice's room. What it used to look like way back in the day. Then here, this didn't even used to exist. I just added it on. So yeah, as you can tell, there was no classrooms, pretty much. And I know some of y'all might be thinking, why couldn't it stay that way? Because I figured the building would just look boring with just a two-story look. So before, well, that didn't used to actually look like. I just did that so people would actually think I made Bates Lane Elementary. Now let's head over to this lunchroom. And I have changed it up quite a bit. As you can tell, I removed the TV and the fireplace. And I replaced those lights right there. And I added like I guess you'd call it the milk carrier thing. So yeah, it has changed. Like it used to be those one lights like that's in the gym. But now it's these kind of lights. And then here's the kitchen. Which it really hasn't changed at all. Then the bathrooms, I don't think they've changed either, so nope. They haven't changed a bit. Wait, let me make sure of something. Okay. Before I freaked out. So yeah, there's quite a few changes. Now let's go into the original Pitbull High School building. The very first building of it. which it didn't have the security cameras like it does now, and it didn't have that wall. So here's what it used to look like. And I think this is a, yep. And in order to get to the office, you had to go through the storage. And as you can tell, there is no bathroom down here in this one. So I've came a very long way ever since this. I started out with this skinny building. Now look where we're at in Pitbull High School. Actually in Pitbull history. Look where we're at. So now let's go up to the second story. Here's what it used to look like. That was like a big reveal. So up here is where the nurse's station used to be. And it used to be just these ugly windows right here for the classrooms and stuff. So let's go into the classroom. This is what one of the classrooms would have looked like. But of course lockers would have been outside draping the walls. And here's what the computer lab used to look like. Except for the desk was like right in the middle. And it didn't have that kind of smartboard either. It had like the bigger screen one. And here is another classroom. And the only bathrooms in this entire building was on this floor. And the principal's office didn't have these windows. Yes, the assistant principal's office used to exist on the 3rd floor. Because I did not have enough room on the bottom floor. This is more like a special ed room. Oh, that just gave me an idea for the new building. And then here used to be a classroom. So pretty much I'm moving all these into the new building. And you want to see what the only library slash media center used to be. It used to be all in that building right there. The only place for it, really. So this is basically school. This is basically just a school district. Now let's head into the auditorium, which there probably won't be another auditorium. This will probably be the only one. The school auditorium. And then the control room, which this building does need a few upgrades to it, but not much. I'm not going to go too in detail about that because we still have a lot to go. Well, one more to go actually. So here's the library. And in the library, I had metal floors in the library. And as you can tell, it's just a classic library. And I don't know why I built that one thing right there. And I still have this place decorated for Christmas. I still haven't gotten around to the time to take stuff down yet. And it's been like this since Christmas. And the second story is pretty much the same thing, except for no computer lab up there. And the bathrooms really didn't matter, so it really didn't matter what bathroom you went to as long as you went. Well, I guess I'll show you what the second story used to looks like. So here's what the second story. Yes, I have metal floors in the whole entire library. So here's what the second story looks like. And the bathroom, well, the bathrooms, it did matter which bathroom you went to. So for instance, here is the men's bathroom. Then over here, way on the other side was the women's. So, yeah, it's... Now, kind of went crazy over the lights, that's why they're like diagonal and stuff like that. I intended to do that. And plus, well, let's just roleplay here. The speaker, like the intercom and the bell system, was connected all throughout the buildings, and still are. But once the grade school moves, well, actually, I had the idea of putting like 5 through 8 in that big building and K through 4 in this small building. So really, K through 4 is going to move into that building, and then 5 through 8 is going to move into the new building. So this building right here is going to be removed from the school system. I don't know what I'm going to put here. Basically, I'm just trying to move everything out of this area, just so I could put, well, the auditorium where it's not gonna, well, this is the only auditorium, so I have to keep it. So maybe this building is gonna be going soon. So admire it while you can, because it's soon gonna be going bye-bye. It won't be ever used anymore. So yeah. And I think that's all of the buildings I was going to show you. Let's just take another travel and see if it was. I'm not for sure. Well, that pool, but that's really not important. And that house, that's not really important. Taco Bell, which is one I haven't showcased yet, but I'll do it in a future video. Actually, that's the original Pitbull Elementary. Pitbull High School building. I just renamed it to Floyd Central Elementary. But it's gonna be going here soon too. This is another house I built, which is currently being unused at the moment. But here shortly it's gonna get its little upgrade too. Same as all the other places. Like Pitbull Elementary over here already got its own. Pitbull High School is getting ready to go under renovation. The church I still need to work on a little bit. Now I think that's just about it. That's all the work that I need to do. But let's go over to Willow Creek. Well, the original location for the library is right here. So that's where I first started building it. This is actually the original building for the high school. Comment in the chat and tell me if you want to go there or not. Let's see the original Pitbull High School. Which probably here soon I'm gonna be like, I'll probably be rebuilding the whole high school, like making it look better, I guess. Um, and actually thinking this time and see where I'm going to put everything, like visualize it in my head and then stuff like that. Because really, I just get on here and then I just find a clean canvas to work on, then I go on from there. Well, actually, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get off here for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I feel like it was just kind of boring in general. I might just go live on Grand Theft Auto 5 on a later date or something. I just feel like this live stream was just boring to you all. But anyways, actually comment down, actually comment in the chat and tell me if you want to go to any of the buildings I built, like for instance the gym, anything. It could be anything, really, because I'm bored and I don't know what else to show you all. I could show you this house I built, but it's the same house from Grand Theft Auto 5. The first house you start out from, so Franklin's aunt's house, I built that. I'll see how long actually been on here. For an hour and 7 minutes. I predicted that. Oh god, I'm actually getting pretty tired though. I could go and show you all my store I built, which is this one. Yeah, actually, let's go over there and see it. I could show you all that. I mean, it's really nothing special, but I need to start coming back here, though, and starting work again. But honestly, I feel like I'm just boring y'all with Sims and stuff. But I'm trying. That's the most important part. I'm trying. And I'm not giving up. That's the thing. I'm not giving up. So that scares me every single time. I don't know how it does, but it does. He's pretty much out of the way on this one, so let's go ahead and free cam it. So now let's go ahead and look at the store. This is what I made it to be on the outside. As you can see, I have security and stuff. Oh. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. All the lights are off because, well, here, let me turn them all on. Let's just go to the outside lot. Turn on all lights. This is the second person watching. Okay, so here's what the store looks like. Nothing special, really. That same lot that you see in every other building. And I like how I did that. It's pretty cool. You got scared. I mean, it does that to me every single time. Like, when I'm broadcasting The Sims or either I'm filming a video for The Sims, it scares me. I don't know how it does. But it just does. And I've been playing this game for like 2 years now. Roundabout. So now we are up into my office of the store, and I have my own little office, and basically management purposes, I have a lot here. I mean, window here. And I originally wasn't going to actually show this, but I did. And back when I had a wife in this game, way over here was her office. But unfortunately, she died of starvation. So that's a little sad. Then here was her bathroom. And I still need to put a door here for the storage room, but I haven't got around the time to do it yet. And here is the bathroom that I use. Why does it look blue in the mirror? That's weird. Then when you look, it's white. Okay. Okay. That's pretty. Okay. Okay. But anyways, I'm not gonna get over that. Anyways, this is basically the store. I'll go ahead and show you all like what kind of electronics I have and stuff. Basically, I just put random stuff and just put it there. And there's a thing about my character, he has to have everything clean. So whenever he runs into a dirty object, he has to have it clean, or else he'll feel uncomfortable. So I have quite a few stuff for sale here. Honestly, I wish I could upload like my projects to EA through PlayStation, but unfortunately it is only for PC players for The Sims that can only do that. So yeah. As you can tell, I have a few things that have been sold and I need to recover them. Alex, don't you say it. I know what you're gonna say. Don't you say it. And this is where these lots came into play. That's why I started using them instead of the portrait museum top lots. Oh, my knees start to hurt. Then these, which came originally with this world, are still here. But this one was just empty, so I was just like, why not just go ahead and build something on it? So what I do, I went ahead and built something on it. Now what else is there to show? Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Be quiet, Alex. I'm warning you, be quiet. Oh, can't help if I'm pause the game. I'm gonna smack you whenever school starts back. I don't think there is anything else to show. But there is a video of my house over here, which is named Trevor. Well, it used to be Trevor's Trailer, but I don't know what happened to the name. But yeah, that's for a different video. And I don't know. Anyways, guys, I think I will end the stream right here. It is almost 1:30. So if you like this stream, put a like on it, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications if you haven't already, and comment down below what you want me to build in The Sims, and I will attempt to build it. How about that? But anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, Pitbulls.